So welcome again back guys. So as I told you earlier, in this video we cover the unit 4 and the unit 5 that are the remaining. We already covered the unit 2 and 3 of the technical communication. In this video we cover the unit 4 and 5 of the technical communication in the question answer formats. So without wasting time, let's get started. So first question may be asking the communication process. So basically you need to write the how can communication process takes place in the technical communication. So communication process takes place in the 4 to 5 steps. Like the first you need to encode the message, then there is transmission and the decode the message, and the last one is the receiver. After that you take the feedback. So basically it's up to 4 to 5 process: sender, encoding, transmission, decoding, receiver, and the feedback. So basically this is the communication process takes place. So first we talking about the encoding process. So it's nothing but the changing of the process of changing information into some form of logical and decoded message known as the encoding. It involves what are things involved for encoding the message are the selecting a language, proper medium of the communication, and the appropriate communication form in order to convey message sender encoding its message. So whenever the sender try to encode his convey his message, so it try to encode his message in the form of the some codes, in some form the signs, in some form of the diagrams or anything. Encoder uses a medium, so it uses a medium to send the message. Likewise, as I told you already, that it's a transmission, basically nothing but just the transmission. So how can you transmit the things of the message? You can transmit the thing nowadays by internet, use the internet, fax, telephone, or landline, anything that you mentioned, phone call, email, text message. Face-to-face meeting means oral communications or other communication tool or anything else communication tool. So encoder is a medium of transmission. Decoding, so process of converting message into thought is known as decoding. So when it may be asking the 2 marks, what are the decoding in the communication process? So you can write the process of converting message into thought is known as decoding. You will get the 2 marks by writing in just it involves reading, writing, listening. What are things involved in the decoding process are the reading, understanding, listenings. These are the skills that are involved in the decoding process. It is affected by the receiver past experience, expectation, and mutuality of the meaning with the sender. So it is affected by receiver past experience. So receiver stands for basically your audience. If we see in the publicly manner, so basically so it is affected by their experience. So experience that are happening in the past with your audience, or the expectations, what their expectation with you when you are presenting your presentation in a public manner. So basically it is decoding is affected by receiver past experience and expectation. Now we move ahead to the next question is the intonation. As I told you in the previous video, it's nothing but just the tone. So it is also known as the tone. So basically it's of two types: falling tone and rising tone. I covered this in the previous video, that what are the falling tone and the rising tone. A speaker begins a sentence with higher note and gradually shift to a lower note at the end of the sentence is known as the falling tone. So you can watch my previous video. Here in the at this video we can cover the all of the falling tone, rising tone with the best suitable example in the previous video. You can find it on my YouTube channel. So also I try to summarize the thing quickly. So it is used in the ordinary statement without emotional impact. It is used in basically ordinary statement or sentence beginning with the question words. When a speaker asking a question with audience, so it is used in the question word. Okay, so it stands for anything which is comes in the higher note of the language when speaker asking a question. Always remember, when speaker asking a question or asking us something that audience really interested about it at the beginning, so it stands for the higher note. Okay, and finishing at the without nothing asking at the question, or the finishing at the ordinary statement without any showing interest with the audience, or without showing interest with some with the topic, it's stand for the lower note. Okay, here you can Read the definition of this: rising tone or the rising intonation, when a speaker begins a sentence with lower note, gradually shift to a higher note as he reaches to the end of the sentence or the topic. It is known as the rising tone. Where we use it in the yes no answer type question when a speaker asks a question. And one more thing that you mention is here is the rising tones. The symbol of the rising tones are like that. It is in the upward direction, upward arrow. Okay, and the symbol of the falling tones lighting in the downward direction of the arrow, like this. Okay, so falling tone symbols are like this, and the rising tone symbol are like this. Okay, now we move to the personal attribute. So personal attributes, so personality, so it stands for basically a personality. What are the personality? Personalities characteristics by the man's character. It's nothing but this man character making, or the quality what said they have, what they have manners since he grew up from his childhood or to young age. So basically stand for the person. These all things are coming in the personality. Personality of person defined as the combination of quality and attributes. Quality and attributes. Okay, which contribute to person character. It arises from within and makes who we are. How can we interact with the people shows our personality. We should love for we should give respect to our elder ones and show love for younger ones. So these are comes in the personality. Various attributes of the personality are empathy, considerateness, leadership, assertiveness, positive attitudes, and competence. So basically attributes: sanskar, personality. Various attributes related with personality are empathy, always try to joy of others, share with things with others, happiness of the joy, and spread the happiness of joy with others. Ability enables person to sense their emotions, also imagine what some might be thinking or feel. So basically you can understand well, very well, that he always try to uh, think, understand that what are people thinking about himself. Is he depressed or is it happy? And if he is in the stressful or the, always try to make him happy. Spread your happiness with this thing. Share your past experience of their joyfulness with other people. Considerate, it makes a professional, compensate and caring, and helps him to make his audience to feel part of their community and contribute positively. Try to make your impact in the society in a positively manner. So spread positively. So it's nothing but this spread positively. Yeah? Leadership, you have to leadership quality. You have the leadership quality in your attributes. Whatever you statement with others, always try to focus on your statement. um, not there is a condition arise, or the that something arise that you are fright from your conclusion or fright from your decisions. Always try to fix on your decisions for a long time. Completeness, assertiveness, positivity, maintaining positivity is a crucial role for your personality. It helps in reducing stress and seek other compression or cooperation. So it helps in reducing stress. So basically it's try to reducing this stress if you are positive, or helpful to gain a self-confidence in a self-confidence manner, and a good body language, good gestures, and good non-verbal communication with other, if you are a positive man or a positive attributes you have in your personality. Okay, now we move to the next question: stimulus and the response. So thing asking about the stimulus. What are the stimulus and what are the response in the communication? Stimulus is anything that person can receive through one of his senses. There is a, we know that there is a sixth of we have all have six senses. So what we can receive from his senses, what we see, what we observe. So basically it is the anything that person can receive one of his senses. In fact, anything that can produce a sensation, like what we observe, we can produce a sensation, we can produce something, or we can make something that this person have, these person have is bad experiences they passed by seeing their present. So this is nothing but the sensation. We make a sensation by the stimulus process. And response is nothing but just the Individual doesn't reaction to the stimulus. Stimulus are two terms that are frequently used in discussion of the communication process. So these are the two terms that are used in the communication process. So both are the terms that are used in the communication process, or you can ask the terms that are mentioned in the communication process are. So there are two terms in the communication process. Number one is stimulus, and the number second is response. These two terms interlink to each other, and within the whole learning process, communication objective of the source is to bring about a change in the behavior of the receiver. So you can read it here. Now we move to the next question. The next question is about the critical thinking and the argumentation skills. So what are the argumentation skills? Argumentation skills is nothing but just the stands for the effective communication with anyone or the other people. Okay. So these are the known the basically argumentation skills. So it involves interpretation, analysis, inference, evaluation, self-regulation. So here is the critical thinking in the argumentation interpretation. What you interpret the thing with the other. How can you understand well? If you understand well, or you understand the something that are not in the perception of the audience. Okay. Analysis. You need to analyze the things by in a logic manner, reason manner, by logically and reasoning. Okay. Analyze the thing. Evaluation. This involve evaluation, assessing the credible sources and determine the strength or weakness. Evaluate the things. What are the strengths is, what are the weakness of the particular topic, what are the strengths or weakness of particular minus of mind, by doing self introspection. Okay. You can do it in your own way by doing self introspection, finding the answer that what are my strengths and what are my weakness. Inference, drawing conclusion from reasons information. As I told you earlier, that whenever you analyze the things in a logical manner, so draw a conclusion from that. Self-regulation, questioning the process, quality of information to refine it further. This is nothing but the self-determination, self-motivating process. Self-regulation, how can you regulate yourself? Okay. Importance of a role. So they can what are the importance of the critical thinking are, how can where it can use. So it can use in the effective decision making, business success, effective management, and effective communication. In business communication competences, what are the business communication competences are. So business and there are various steps. So business communication various steps are the these are the linguistics competence, social linguistics competence, and the discourse competence, and the strategic competence. So first we read about the linguistic competence. It nothing but it refer to the knowledge of grammar and vocabulary, how much you have grasping your grammatical accuracy, how much you have vocabulary, you are very well known. So it nothing but the linguistic competence. Grammar component includes knowledge of sound and pronunciation. So grammatical comes under the vowel sounds and the consonant sound. There is again question in the given in the previous year question paper, that the what are the vowel sound and the consonant sound. This is nothing but the comes under the linguistics competence. Social linguistic competence, it includes the knowledge of the social linguistic rules, knowing how to reuse and respond to the language appropriately. You need to in this manner, but in a likewise in a social manner, you need to use and respond the thing by knowing how to use it in a language manner. It means that communicator has to know the codes of the other culture. Okay. So if you are meeting with other religion, so how can you interact with those people, like if you okay. So this stands for the how well you interact with your other religion. Discuss competence, it is the knowledge of the how to produce and competent oral or written task in the modes of the speaking, writing respectively. I told you earlier, this was in a previous video. It's nothing but the knowledge of how to produce in a written text format or the oral text format in a moding of speaking and writing skills. Strategic competence, ability to recognize and repair communication breakdown before, during, or after they occur. Speaker in such conditions should be able to know how to restore communication. So in this video we all cover the critical thinking in the argumentation skills, business competence, communication competences, and their various steps. You see it from here, and the stimulus response, personality attributes, and communication process of the various forms, intonation and steps. So we cover all the things of the that are most important and asking in the upcoming examination of technical communication in AKTU. So here we cover the unit 4 and 5. We already make a video that already cover the unit 3 and 2 and 3. So we cover the 4 units till now of the and the 2020 previous year question paper of technical communication. I hope it works, and by doing this you will get more marks in the upcoming examination of the AKTU. So okay, and thank you so much for showing support. Keep learning guys, and keep showing love toward this channel. Thank you so much.